All right, I'm going to attempt to show how I grease the truck. I don't know how it's going to work out as a video. It's probably going to be a little shaky and hard to follow, but we'll go over kind of all the spots we want to hit. First of all, it's important you have gloves on. Don't want your steering wheel to get all greasy, or just plan on washing up real good. Okay, so we've got a bunch of different grease certs here. Now the newer trucks have less. This is a 2020, so we don't have a grease cert here where the spring bushing is, or there's 2 spring bushings back there, and you don't have grease certs there on the newer trucks. The older ones you did. So there's a little easier to grease these trucks, and of course everything's in the back. So we've got a knuckle here for our steering. I'm not gonna be able to get to that, am I? Might have to turn the wheel to get to that. Let's see. I wish they would put that in front when the wheels are straight. I hate that. There's one up here also. And there's probably one under the dash. I don't really like to tear the dash apart just to grease, so that one just doesn't get greased very often. So there's one. Once you see grease coming out of the joint, you don't have to keep going. We've got one down here. I like to kind of now, let's see. We don't have a grease cert here. The older boxes had one. We've got a grease cert down here somewhere. I've got one here for the kingpin. Let's wipe these off. One underneath for the kingpin. One on this knuckle way back here. And then there's always 2 on these brake chambers, unless you have disc brakes, then it changes a little bit. I don't know if you have any grease certs on disc brakes, at least my trailer doesn't. It has these disc brakes, so there we go. So, just gonna, now this almost needs the steering wheel turned for this one. I normally can get it to go in though. Yep. I haven't greased in a while. Shame on me. Okay, get this top kingpin knuckle. You hear that coming out? You see it down there? Starting to squeeze out. Once you get some coming out, you're good to go. Okay, these new trucks are quite, I'm gonna do this here. Ouch. Okay. So we've got a grease cert down here for the kingpin. One out here. We already got the top kingpin. We'll need to get this one on the brake, and then the one on the S-cam of the brake, and then this one here, and then this side's done. We haven't hit this one yet, but we'll have to turn the axle for that, or the sorry, the steer tire. And on these new trucks, that's really all there is. About the same on the other side. When I turn this off, go ahead and hit these and then turn it back on. Okay, you see how you need some grease to come out of there? It's awful dirty and nasty grease. Okay, see if we can hit this one here. kind of see this rubber piece swelling up as you pump grease in there. Okay, let's see if we can hit this from here. Once we hit that from there, I can do the rest from top. Okay, I'm out of grease in the tube. That's perfect. That always happens. Oh. Forgot to hit over here. That was the S-cam brake. Oh, let's see right here. You probably can't see it, but there's right there. Sometimes you're not gonna be able to see grease come out of this one. Just put a bunch in until you feel it's good. Okay, now for the other side. The S-cam first. Okay. Hit the top for the kingpin. We'll see some grease come out of there. Good. All right. Now there's two on the bottom. We have a few less here. See if I can get under here without hitting my head or hitting the camera. You see how you can see that rubber blow up? Expand. That rubber's got a hole in it. But grease will keep water from getting in there. Okay. Right there. The bottom of the kingpin. Okay, while we're here, we'll hit the slack adjuster on the brake. All right. Wipe the tip off. You don't want a dirty tip. You know what I mean? It's worse than having a dirty tip. Okay, let's see, where are we going here? Okay. Point in the right direction. Okay, now this truck is a newer one and it has non-greasable driveline. So that saves a lot of greasing. The super singles make it quite easy to hit this S-cam deal, especially if we're dollied down. But we'll go ahead and hit the S-cams. So remember, there's two grease certs on every brake. There's the S-cam and then the slack adjuster. We're gonna hit that one. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna hit this one. And then we'll get under the truck and we'll hit the slack adjusters. All right. On to the other side. new slack adjuster, there it is. Okay, that one's good. The other one should be over here somewhere. Oops. Oops. I got a dirty tip again. While you're under here, it's kind of nice to look around, check out your brakes, make sure your slack adjusters are still have the pin in there. We still got, everything's looking good. This is a good time to take a peek around. You'll find a lot of problems that you're able to save from having a disaster. Oh. Got a drippy nipple. Uh-oh. Okay, where's the last one here? Where are we at? Where the hell is it? There it is. Okay. Oh. Okay. Wow. See, normally we would have a greaser here. Oh my God. I just put my head in that fucking grease. That's ridiculous. So there'd be a greaser here, a greaser here, a greaser here, and then on the driveline, forward driveline, you have a bunch as well. Oh, I just put my head in that big pile of grease right there. Oh. Okay, we're all done with the tractor. Now, if you have a trailer with drum brakes, you'll have to grease it as well, but this has disc brakes, and I don't put any grease zerks on there. We do have some grease zerks here and here for the landing legs. I'm not going to grease it because I very rarely ever use it, and it's got a lot of grease in it still, so we're good to go on that one. So that's it for greasing on the newer trucks. We have quite a bit less grease zerks, because we don't have the bushings in the front, the spring bushings, and we don't have the drive line. Okay, the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to top off my fluids here. Coolant's good. Top off windshield wiper fluid. Okay. I like these newer Kenworths. They give you a 2-gallon capacity windshield wiper fluid. I like that because you can fill it up. You can use a full gallon before you're completely out. Before, you always had to put a half a gallon in and keep a half a gallon, you know, because you had a 1-gallon capacity, so you'd have to be completely dry before you could totally use a whole gallon. I like that was a good idea, Kenworth.